Hey guys! So it's my makeup tutorial. It's for like my everyday makeup. I know some people were asking about it, so hopefully it will help some of you guys out. I'm no professional, so just keep that in mind. Okay, well, I guess let's go ahead and get to it. The first thing I always do is put on a primer. I start with a clean face. I always wash my face before I put on makeup. And so I use this primer. It's called Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. This is like from Sephora. They have other ones like at the department stores and stuff, or Target, for cheaper, but I just don't like to use them because I find they're not as high quality. And then I do a concealer. So this is just Maybelline concealer, and I always put this like under my eyes. And then use it to cover up anything on my face that I want covered. Alright. And then I go through with my blender. Alright, so now I did my concealer. I don't really wear a very thick kind of foundation every day. I just like to wear a tinted moisturizer, and I use this one, which is from Target, Sonia Kashuk. I know you can't really read it, it's backwards, but it's a really good Target brand. It's only like $12 or $13, and it's just a tinted moisturizer, but it has really good coverage. So I use this to kind of put all over, and I actually just use my hands for this since it's a moisturizer. Okay, so that gives it kind of like a nice, just flat base tone. And then I like to go over it with a powder. I like to put this powder over it just to kind of like set it in. I don't put a lot, but it's IT Cosmetics brand, and it's an airbrush powder. So it looks like that. This is also at like Ulta or Sephora or something. They have other brands that are really good, like Neutrogena and stuff like that, that are just like powders, which honestly work just as fine. I just like this brand a lot. Okay, so as you can see, I kind of just put it like almost everywhere that I put my concealer, kind of like where I want it to be really matte, kind of like underneath my eyes, and then like on my cheeks, and really just to set in that concealer and moisturizer. So now I do like a little bit of contour, not a lot, but I use this Ulta Contour Kit pad, which is just like a powder. It's really old, so I honestly don't even know if Ulta sells it anymore, but I do like powder. I like to use powder for contour instead of liquid. I just find that it blends a little bit better for me. So I kind of just use maybe like 4 to 5 shades darker than my normal tone. It's obviously very well used. I've literally had this for like 3 years. I don't know how it's not gone yet. So I kind of just blend them all together. And I also use this kind of loose bristled brush. And if you never know where to put your contour, your darkest color, it's always going to go right underneath your cheekbone. So usually there'll be like this really high bone, the highest part, and then if you kind of just like go a little bit underneath it, you'll always feel this little like indentation, and that's pretty much where it should go, but all around. It's usually best to kind of put the darkest tone like around your face and leave the front of your face kind of bright. So like your cheeks, around the forehead, at the top of the forehead. People sometimes say do like a heart in a way, so kind of like, you know, this kind of thing. And then blend a little bit under here. And I'll always put like a little bit on my nose too, on the sides. Alright, and then I will kind of go over all of it with this really big brush. Alright, so that's that. And then next I will do highlighter, which I use a nude rose highlighter that I got from Urban Outfitters. But I'm pretty sure they sell it at like Ulta and Sephora too, I would assume. And I use this kind of brush, which is this brand, MUA. They have these everywhere. So, and it looks like that on the inside. And I like to use these two the most, and then I'll put a little bit of the white too. I'll kind of mix it all together. Okay, so as you can see right now, I kind of put it all over. So I'm going to go over and blend it again with this. So then it kind of looks like that. And then I will, last for my face, do a blush. So I have this Tarte blush, which is really good, and I think the color of it is Concept. So I highly recommend this one. It's really good. And I use this kind of brush to do my blush. And it's always good to smile when you do your blush, because you really want your blush to be on this cheekbone when you smile. Alright, so now eyes. First, I do eyeshadow, and I use this this eyeshadow palette that's called Mally. I've used a couple. This one is just what I'm using right now. Chocolate Bar from Urban Decay is really good. All Naked palettes are good, of course. If you just want something a little cheaper, they have so many out there today. This one is called Mally. So, I like to just use a good base color, like an orange kind of tan color. Okay, so now I have that base color. I'll kind of go over and maybe just do like a white color, like a really light color in the corner. And next would be eyeliner. I don't really wear eyeliner every day, typically. I just like to use a little bit of eyeshadow and kind of like smudge in eyeliner. So I use like this really dark color right here, almost like a really dark brown, not black though, although black would be fine too. And I use this brush, which is just, it comes in a Naked palette, it's Urban Decay brush, and so I really recommend this. So this is really good, and I use the small side to do my like smudgy eyeliner. So I'll put it pretty much everywhere that I put my eyeliner, or where you would put eyeliner. We were young souls on the journey. Alright, and then onto mascara. I use an eyelash curler. My hair is naturally super straight, so I have to use it, but not everyone needs to. Alright, and then for my mascara, I highly recommend this Tarte mascara. It's called Gifted. This one is really tiny. It's a sample, actually. I'm about to run out. I have to get another one, but it's really, really good. And for mascara, I like to kind of do it at a couple different speeds. I'll kind of start really slow at the bottom and go all the way through the eyelash and kind of wiggle it through. And then once I do that for a while, I kind of will like focus on the ends to elongate them. We were young souls on the journey. Now we are stomachs full of chocolate. Okay, so there's my mascara. Kind of took me a while. I'm literally pretty much out of this, so that's why it took so long. But So that's mascara, and lastly, I guess, is just eyebrows. So I use this eyebrow pencil from e.l.f., which is really good. It has a pencil on this end, and then it has a brush on this end. So I really like it. I usually try and start in the middle, and then just fill it out towards the end. Don't mind them. My eyebrows need to be waxed, but you get the idea. Alright, so that's eyebrows pretty much. Oh, the last thing I always do, besides lip gloss, I usually put on a little bit, I guess. I use this Urban Decay De-Slick setting spray, and it works really well, especially if you have oily skin. It's an oil control, pretty much, and it does help your makeup stay on the rest of the day. So I usually just put that on and let it air dry for a little while. That's pretty much it. Everyday makeup, well, not every day, but when I want to do my makeup and I'm not going anywhere too special, this is kind of it. So I hope it helps some of you guys. Thanks for watching.